Welcome to Adjusted Reality, a podcast series trusted by the adjusted and brought to you by the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. In this podcast, we learn from athletes, celebrities, influencers, and healthcare professionals about how to optimize health in a fun, relatable way. Join me, Dr. Sherry McAllister, as we celebrate the end of season 9. Now, whether you've been with us from episode 1 or you just jumped in recently, thank you for tuning in, for learning and growing alongside us. This season, we went on an exciting journey, discussing everything from breathing better and sleeping smarter to redefining what pain actually means. So, in today's episode, we're going to take you on a bit of a journey, a moment to reflect on the powerful conversations we've had this season. And remember, we're setting you up for season 10. So go back, re-listen, adjust your reality so you are fully prepared for season 10. Now, consider episode 1, Thinking Our Way to Chronic Health with Dr. Ellen Langer. Who's Dr. Ellen Langer, you ask? Well, she is the mother of mindfulness and Harvard's first female tenured professor of psychology. She shared that mindfulness isn't just about, sitting cross-legged on a cushion. It is about waking up to the moments in our everyday life. Her book, The Mindful Body, reminds us that our thoughts can actually change our health. Now we go right into episode 2, Breathe Better, Live Better, Unlocking Therapeutic Breathwork with Dr. Christiane Brems. Next, this episode really does touch on our breath. And Dr. Brems does a fantastic job as bringing us with her on the journey where she put together a textbook that is just outstanding. As a clinical psychologist and expert in therapeutic breathwork, she really does help us understand how we breathe, because it's more than just air. It's a gateway to clarity, calmness, and energy. I know I've been breathing different ever since. I hope you will see the changes you can make when you listen to that episode. Speaking of another episode, it's episode 3, From Nutrients to Nature, a journey in whole being nutrition with our favorite Udo Erasmus. Well, you asked for him back and he came back, and boy, did he bring with him the whole being perspective on nutrition. We talked about healthy fats and everyday wellness opportunities to make them habits. Udo reminded us that the best diet is actually one that feeds your whole self, your whole body, and your mind. And that takes an adjusted reality. When you think about yourself and how you're feeding yourself every day, you start thinking about the choices you make when you sit down for dinner. Episode 4, The Connection Cure, Rethinking How We Heal with Julia Hotz. In a time where loneliness is rising, many of us are feeling the impact of not being connected in the world, even though we're connected online. Well, Julia Hotz introduced us to social prescribing. This is where we learned about how activities like volunteering and spending time outdoors can actually boost both emotional and our mental well-being. Now, this particular episode brings forth that healing actually starts with human connection. Episode 5 is a game changer. In fact, it is called Game Changer: Resilience, Recovery, and the Road to the NFL. It's with Dr. Karen Slota. That is getting you game day ready. And Dr. Slota brings the information and the misinformation that is out there so that you're ready to understand. She's actually one of the first female chiropractors in the NFL. Now, her journey from the Coast Guard to the Detroit Lions sideline was beyond inspiring. She gave us behind the scenes looks at how chiropractic care fuels elite athletic recovery and how we can use those same tools in our everyday lives. And speaking of everyday lives, that's why you came to episode 6, Sleep Smarter, Feel Better. That's the critical link between sleep and mental health with world-renowned expert Dr. Barry Krakow. Now, if you've ever felt foggy after a bad night's sleep, this one is for you. We explore how sleep and mental health are deeply connected and why getting quality rest isn't a luxury. It's in fact a lifesaver. He broke down sleep myths that might be keeping you up at night and offered strategies to improve your sleep hygiene. Now, if sleep hygiene is not your thing, well, jump right into episode 7 because now we're going to be bulletproof. How did we do that? Well, we brought along David Asprey, Beyond Bulletproof, when health meets innovation. And that is with Dave Asprey talking about biohacked. Let's talk about what we actually looked at during that conversation. It was about reversing aging. How do you boost your energy and take control of your biology? That's from the Bulletproof Coffee guy who talks about brainwaves. And he brought a ton of practical tips to help us be our best selves. David Asprey left nothing on the table, so don't miss episode 7. Episode 8, Understanding Pain. Many of you are out there and you're suffering right now. Adjust your reality to what it means. Episode 8 is Understanding Pain, what your body is really telling you. And that's with Dr. Stephen Hussey. Yes, we brought him back because I know you loved listening to him, and I listened to our Adjusted Reality listeners. Dr. Stephen Hussey helped us rethink pain, not as an enemy, but as a signal worth listening to. Now, that conversation was, in fact, a game changer for so many of you, and I thank you for your feedback. From anyone navigating through chronic pain, you understood. You gave us your feedback, and I'm so glad we had Dr. Hussey with us. His natural drug-free approaches to healing reminded us that our bodies are more resilient than we realize. And as we start to realize what it means, adjusting our reality every time you come, well, episode 9 brought it. Adjusting the Pros, Chiropractic Behind the Scenes with Dr. Spencer Barron. And finally, when we started talking with Dr. Spencer Barron, we saw what it really means to be the MVP. He has treated so many from the NFL to the NLB to Broadway, and he really took us behind the scenes. He shared with us what it really actually takes to keep elite performers in their best shape. His passion for mentorship and growth in sports is so contagious. What a season. It has been outstanding, and it reminded all of us that our health is way more than just treating symptoms. It's really about understanding ourselves, making intentional choices, and really embracing the whole being approach. Season 9 may be over, but the journey is not going to stop here. We are already working on a very exciting season 10. It will not only keep you informed, it will inspire you. And I hope through Adjusted Reality episodes, you're starting to feel your best. Now, we have a very exciting moment that is just about to unwrap, and it's going to happen on October 14th because you listened and we heard. Now we're going to take the podcast and we're going to make it into a Forbes book launch on October 14th. And we want to take each and every one of you on this magnificent journey that we've had celebrities and influencers, healthcare professionals, all talking about health in a fun, relatable way. Well, why not put this into 7 pillars that really will adjust your reality? So stick with me as you're going to learn more about what that launch means. How do you get an adjusted reality book? And so much more. Now, remember, this podcast was brought to you by the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. We know life moves pretty fast, and we want to make sure you never miss an episode. So please visit us at f4cp.org/adjustedreality. You can subscribe to our newsletter, and what you'll hear is more about the upcoming events. If you're inspired to hear about a specific guest, well, please send us your recommendations. We love hearing from you. Now, If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Share this podcast with family and friends. Rate and review. If you're feeling so inspired to learn more about chiropractic or to find a chiropractor near you, you can go to f4cp.org/find a doctor. We appreciate your support, and most importantly, we look forward to checking in with you again soon as we launch season number 10. Thanks again. Talk with you soon.